we'll get started. Okay.
Ready?
We're ready. We are already technically live. So hey, thank you very much for coming to the closing panel of the Paradise BYOB. This is another impromptu panel where we're going to basically just be closing out the weekend. So I think that, we could kind of mush the brainstorming session that we were going to be doing, or maybe start it off here and just talk about some of the things that, well, I guess we talked a little bit earlier about what we were expecting, and then maybe what you experienced, and then I guess from there we could just see how the discussion goes. I'll be the voice from the back because I don't want to stand here hovering over people, but I probably have opinions about things. So I don't know. Jake, you want to start off as a co-producer of the show? I don't know. Should you go first or last? Why don't you go last?
Back to Jake.
No. We'll have him go last if you want. Nick. We'll go from Nick, Fawn, Jason's back to Jake.
Where do
No
I
reason to start getting normal now. We'll go out of order.
What's normal?
Put you on the spot, Nick. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Been a good event. I mean, met a lot of new people and learned a lot too. And I like the fact it's like nice, intimate environment. A lot of one-on-one time, which has been great as well.
How were you nervous about doing a seminar? You've done it a couple times.
Done it a couple times. It's just one of those things that I've been teaching throughout my whole career, starting off at theme parks. So it's just pretty streamlined. But I mean, yeah, you get a little bit of jitters in the beginning, but once you start saying a couple jokes and you start telling stories, you just kind of go right back into the old routine,
Yeah, definitely. It was an awesome seminar too. And definitely so much easier with, with a group of people where you can kind of look everyone in the face, instead of big events are nice, but with an auditorium or whatever, which I say that, I don't teach in auditoriums, but I see those and I've been to those and I enjoyed yours a lot with just kind of being a small group.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, and it definitely made it easier to critique and make it around the room and help out.
Sweet. Fun.
So I honestly didn't know what I was getting myself into when I came out here. I didn't know, I was like, oh yeah, just roll out. I'll bring my equipment. Whatever you need help with, I'm here. So in doing so and just showing up and not really knowing what I was getting myself into as far as what I was going to be helping with, I've gotten to sit in on several seminars and there's been some incredible knowledge shared. So I'm excited just to have been a part of helping facilitate getting the knowledge out on, the webs for even more people than those who actually attended in person, but everybody's going to be able to benefit from the work that we've done over the past few days. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I can't help but mirror that. I was basically told, hey, show up, bring some cameras, bring some AV stuff, bring some canvases and drawing paper. So I came in with most of an entire art studio, and I'm not going to say that I didn't rob an art supply store before I came up here, but I came up here with the intention of making art and working with other artists and getting other opinions and ideas. Ended up taking some incredible seminars, from different people, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. I've never been to a Paradise Gathering before, so I had no idea what to expect. I had no expectations at all, except for, hey, you know what? Go up there, I'll do some art, meet some people, talk to some people, maybe take a seminar. And I think I had more fun at this little gathering than I think I ever have at any convention I've ever worked at, or any seminar I've ever attended. It's been incredible. Just how personal it is really adds a whole nother level to the event. So.
We should have our other presenters up here sharing their experiences too. Yeah, it's this is my first time up here too, actually. I chose to go in with Gabe and co-produce it because I had heard so many great stories from all of my favorite tattooers who did it back in the earlier 2000s, and all of them without fail say that it's the best event that was ever produced. And I can see that. I mean, I know back then we're kind of comparing apples and oranges because those events had 800 people or whatever, and this is obviously it's a different time, but it felt a little bit like summer camp to me. You kind of have these little you tuck away and talk to someone for an hour, and then, then you end up at the bar talking to someone else. And it's just you end up with all these little like nuggets of experiences that you pull different things from. And then a lot of times, you don't even recognize it at that time. And then, a day or two later, you're like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed talking to whoever, so. Oh, sweet.
I feel weird. All right, I gotta go over here. I had so much fun, and I had gone to. Hey, guys.
Hey.
I have gone to the Paradise gatherings before. There was one when I think I was like 23 or 24, and it was just, it changed my whole tattoo world, So I'm super thankful to be here this time, and I got to teach a seminar, my first seminar. I was super scared. You're just talking about the jitters. I'm like, yeah, I totally felt that. But this experience was so amazing, and every time they're amazing. And I just always leave so inspired and so excited about all the people that I met and talked to. And just, I feel like each individual conversation has you ready to go home. Like, oh man, I can't wait to try that. Or I can't wait to listen to that. Or I can't wait to try this new equipment, I don't know. It was super great. Super cool. Chilling.
Come on, Mark, you
thought
did great.
were
I was
done.
done. Yeah, I've been going to shows for longer than most of you have been alive, but I always enjoy shows. I always feel super inspired when I go to shows, come home. More so when I was tattooing on a regular basis, but even now, because I get to talk to people and find out what their needs are. But I've been coming to the gathering. I live just up the road here, so I've been coming to gathering every opportunity I could. And it's cool because I get to meet some of the badasses from around the world, and that's always cool. But I've always been impressed is how humble the elite artists that come here are. That's one of the biggest things I love about the tattoo world is some of the absolute best are the most humble, best human beings out there, and they're easy to talk to, easy to relate to. That's what I aspire to do and be. Share, help each other grow, get to the next level. And that's what this event is all about and has been all about for years now. And like Jason said, it's personal. It's if you can't walk in here and feel at home, it's something with you, man. It's because the vibe is just chill as can be. So I had a great time. Thanks for having me. If you guys enjoyed what I offered, awesome. Grateful. I picked up some nuggets myself from some other great people and met some new friends I really plan on keeping in touch with and moving forward. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. We can actually have more humans here in an even greater time. So
Absolutely.
thanks again.
And so his name's come up.
Let's get Renee.
I'm just gonna hide in
Psych.
Nice try. Nice try.
Free, yeah. This is my first gathering. This is my first gathering. Not my first teaching, but my first teaching to adults and also like a little. And in such a professional type situation too. Usually I teach out of my own studio, so this is really, really nice to get out of my own element and kind of just share some of the things at this location as well, because it's to teach plein air is, you can only do cityscape for so long or go to parks, but this was just like a really grand opportunity to get people out of their own little bubbles. As artists, we usually paint inside, or inside the tattoo studio all day. So I'm really glad that I was invited to come out and get y'all outside. It was really nice. For years, I thought that maybe I wasn't like a good enough artist to even attend as a patron, but so I think it's kind of funny that I'm here as a presenter. But I thought about it like, well, why? And I think from the movies or from maybe a couple instances, you expect this air of pretension from artists, but Mark is right. Like everyone here has been completely humble and amazing and sweet. And I definitely will go home with many numbers of people that I'm going to keep in touch with. And I think anyone that's either aspiring artists or consider themselves a professional or should come out either to learn or to share or to just, just be in the vibes. So yeah, I think it was really great.
And Renee had the most difficult teaching experience. She had the worst
Plein
possible
air.
and handled it like a champ.
Mother Nature won. On that day, Mother Nature won.
The one thing I definitely want to make sure we talk about, or we just officially acknowledge, a lot of people have talked about Guy Aitchison's influence, and just when hearing everybody talk about like all of the values of the people that are here and what they're doing, how they behave, how they work with each other, it's you could easily tell that his influence. And again, I know for me, because there's some of like the patience and a lot of the stuff and the education, it comes through his influence directly in the creating the space, the collaborations,
Mhm.
and again, having him be in is, I wish he should have planned ahead. He's also very busy, but it would have been fun to have him on here to just again to kind of wrap it up again. I just want to acknowledge that his name keeps coming up, and a lot of that is his spiritual. Okay. I don't, do we have another question? Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions from the panelists?
Yeah,
Did-
and how about people who weren't panel? Sorry, was that what you were gonna say?
No, I just wanted to make sure we got a chance to talk to our
Oh,
remote listener.
Can you
Has
talk to
he
him?
connected or?
Thank you very much for joining soon. It's amazing. Okay, so is this how many, show of hands, like how many people, I guess everyone's here in person, so we're not
Yeah. How
taking
many of you guys
digital
are here in
things,
person?
but how many people like
Mentally
or physically, because
mentally I'm-
about us? I mean, I guess I could move the mic around too. Does anybody have anything to say that they want to put into the microphone?
Come on.
What if we start it with a question? Who wants to share the most valuable thing they've learned this last 4 days?
Oh, you're amazing.
Good. You're like a podcaster, brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Medusa does.
Yeah.
She learned a lot. I know she did. We've been talking about it.
Hi.
You have to stand up.
Oh,
Look at the
God.
camera.
Oh. So I am well in my first year of tattooing and probably the least experienced person at this entire event. Pre-apprentice? Fine, I'm the least experienced with experience. But I pretty much, what the first thought that comes across my head is that this opportunity to be here and to receive the generous gift of all this tattoo knowledge by so many amazing artists around me, I think is going to basically be paramount to my either success or just continuation of being a tattooer and learning my way in the industry. And I think one of the biggest things that I have learned here is, at least with the people that I've spoken to personally at this event, is that going back to the humbleness, everybody remembers their roots. And I thought coming here as a baby tattooer, I would kind of be mocked or made fun of or be given a hard time, or, you know, basically somebody would take one look at my Instagram and just crucify me. And I am just really grateful for everybody being really understanding and patient and kind and welcoming to the industry. I wasn't expecting that. But what I did learn was that, staying humble and remembering your fundamentals is pretty cool. I'm so nervous with the mic. Can you take this?
No.
Oh yeah, my name's Medusa. My Instagram is Medusa Slays with 3 S's at the end. Medusa Slays. And I'm from
I see what you did
Portland,
there.
I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I work out of Lady Luck Tattoo.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. think that's the beauty about this event is that everybody, talking about humbleness and I've been to events where I've gone and it just seemed like a cool kids club or a lot of egos happening. I couldn't figure out a way to fit in or feel comfortable in that environment. But here it's like everybody is on the same page. We're here to learn. We're here to teach. We're here to elevate the art form. And since we're on the same page, it made it so easy to be here. And I think everybody here grew, at some point. It's awesome.
I think it's exactly what tattooing needs in my mind. We do a lot of traveling, a lot of conventions, and what I've noticed is Scott and I like jokingly call a lot of the bigger shows will find like Rockstar Row, where they just put everyone who's the biggest names in the same row, and it like I think it subliminally it puts like everyone else like it's terrible for tattooing in my mind, but it's like oh, I almost made it to the big room, or I almost made it to the row that had so and so on it, and you start to like separate people based on I don't know what skill set or experience, whatever it is, but it's silly. And this place is like it's the turns that on its head, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're all still at the kids' table.
That's right.
Yeah. I like the kids table.
Yeah.
It's my size.
Sweet. Did we say it all? Did our streamer show up?
Melissa, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine. Can you hear me?
I hear you. You're blasting through very loud speakers right into microphones, and it's not echoing and feedback or anything. I don't even know how it works, but I know that it works.
Beautiful. I just want to say this has been really cool. Even virtually, I pretty much saw just about everybody's seminar. There's some that I'm still kind of going back and hitting the replays on because of the overlap. But as far as previous stuff, I've never been to a Paradise gathering. It's definitely been on my bucket list. It still is. Just because it's one of those things I've kind of been looking at for quite a few years. I just want to say thanks for everybody who was doing seminars and for offering the virtual experience, because I mean, this has been rad.
Awesome. So you have to name a couple names. We understand that everybody had awesome seminars, but which ones did you pick up stories that you'll want to let us know about?
Techniques.
I did catch Diggs. I did catch Nick's, which was a ton of fun. I actually finished the entire caricature off the last drawing of that one.
Derek, can you show us?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Well, this is bullshit. We can't see
Yeah.
it.
Should I get up and check it out?
Yeah, you gotta check that.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Keep it up there for
That
a
was
bit.
Oh, that came out great. Good
Thank you.
exaggeration, clean line work. It's good. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still learning Procreate, so that was like 9 hours of fiddling. I did do the skull painting thing. I did not get very far and I did not use the reference. It'll be up on my Instagram later on. I was waiting for my boards to finish setting before I could start on it. I have not had a chance to check out Renee's yet. I did zoom into, or I didn't zoom into, but I was watching the Haley Adams one, which was awesome because I do wind up doing a lot of space type things in my tattoo, and I'll definitely be going back to catch the replay there. I basically just kind of took a smorgasbord of everything that was offered, just because I like to learn. So this has been awesome.
If any of the replays aren't up at the moment, which most of them are, we'll get the rest of them up within a day or two because our new technology is way better than our old technology. So valued customer, I don't know, could you unmute yourself, or we need to click some buttons. You might need to quit out and then re-log in and then click like accept video or accept audio?
Melissa should.
I'm
share.
here. I just stepped away. I'm back.
Is there a way for you to turn on your,
Yep, here I am.
thing?
Hi.
Okay, hey, welcome.
Thanks. Good to be here.
So, can you officially introduce yourself on video? We've seen you in the chat. I think we've seen you in the chat
Sure.
room.
Sure thing. Yeah, my name is Michael Fusco. I've been kind of I feel like a stalker here for the past 4 days, just peering in on all these things to kind of, sort of nearly empty chat rooms. But I stuck it out and I'm glad I did. And I learned a lot this weekend and I plan on sticking around longer if you'll have me.
Yeah, awesome. Now, are you a tattooer or?
I am, but sort of in between tattooing from a long time ago and a long college experience and workforce experience, I'm back at it.
Awesome. Yeah. And so what were some of the highlight events? Like I said, we saw you in the chat rooms all the time. What were some of the, again, without fear of leaving anybody out, what were some of the ones that you enjoyed?
Sure. So today I feel like was an epic day with the future of tattooing conventions because I'm taking on an endeavor to promote and host a show of our own. So for me, that's huge. So today was a big day, getting to see and meet and interact with some of the industry leaders in that is paramount for me. So that was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was a powerhouse of a convention promoter panel for sure.
Yeah, duly noted for sure. So I had reached out to Alex. That was kind of his sort of arena. I had been in contact with him previously through some email chats and getting some of the posters up. And I got some follow-up emails with him. And I can imagine we're going to have a great conversation moving forward about
So you
how that-
actually have like
that sort of
dates
thing
for your show, and
Say again?
do you actually have dates for your show?
We do. So
Oh,
November
what's that about?
2022, we're thinking far ahead in advance and giving us ourselves plenty of time to plan the event. So the weekend before Thanksgiving would be November 18, 19, and 20.
And whereabouts? Do you have a location? Or?
So the Poconos area, if you're not familiar with the Poconos area, it's a resort destination in Eastern Pennsylvania, a couple of hours from New York City.
Awesome. Well, if you ever want to do any hybrid-y things, awesome. Thank-
Yeah, go ahead. Say again.
I was saying if you ever want to hook up any hybrid event things going on in the resorts of the Poconos, you know who to you can email.
Yeah, for sure. As a resort town, there's a casino here. There's a couple of indoor water parks, great skiing. Of course, the skiing won't be available at that time, but there's certainly plenty to do. If you want to take the whole week off, yeah, there's plenty to do here.
Have you been going to tattoo conventions or?
Sure. So I managed to get into a couple of tattoo conventions before the shutdowns, promoting another product that I'm trying to bring to market. But I have scheduled for the end of this month and the beginning of November to attend a couple of conventions. Yes. But not as a tattooist, as promoting and bringing an aftercare product to market.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's awesome to have people being able to beam in and yeah, sometimes there's definitely more people watching and chatting for sure. So thank you for being active in it. It definitely helps in the questions. Yeah, it's fun when they come through. It helps the panelists and stuff. I think I might pass the I'm going to pass the speaking baton back to the panel.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Really. Thanks a lot. That's
you.
awesome. I wish I'd seen that. Future of tattooing panel. I missed that. I guess I'll watch it on the replay. So who's on it? Derb,
Mario.
Carl from Denmark and Gabe from Hong Kong and Derb from Hell City. And
I like the way you describe it, like he's actually from a city called Hell.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
I'll
Kong,
that works.
yeah,
You mean he
Hell
doesn't
City.
live there?
Derb from Hell City.
He doesn't live there?
I mean,
It's like the king of
maybe.
Hell
I
City.
mean,
It's Ohio.
Sweet. What else do we have? Have we said it all? Are we shutting the whole thing
yeah,
down?
well,
Eating-
yeah, I mean, we
eating
should
food?
probably.
I
we
think,
get
I,
food
I
before
think
the place
we're
closes,
starting to
which
get
was
hungry.
the thing.
yeah, everybody's getting hangry. It's been a fantastic show. It's been a fantastic event. I can't wait for, is February the next Reinventing Paradise
Yes,
event?
February
And that's gonna be in Hell City? No, that's gonna be in
8th to the
Columbus.
10th. I don't even want to say date. It'll be in February. If you go to Red Tree Tattoo or email, we'll get, I mean, now that this is over, we'll start getting those details up. But yeah, we'll be doing 2 days on a Saturday and a Sunday. Saturday will be, again, it's all kind of educational because it's reinventing, but it'll be for more collectors. And then we'll like a paint jam and open to the public. And then on Sunday or day 2 will be seminars. We'll do some, maybe there we'll do our full on critique, career takedown kind of a thing. And that'll be more for professionals.
I know our crew's definitely looking forward to it. We're all just like, all right, when it gets here, we're ready. So we've got space out in the warehouse that we'll be able to do
Much bigger
large
screens.
classes. And then we've got smaller rooms throughout the studio where we'll be able to do smaller gatherings for different seminars. So as successful as this event was, when we're in Columbus and we've got all of our materials and all of everything, this is going to be even crazier, I think.
Sweet.
So we'll have
Sounds awesome.
like,
Look forward to it.
Definitely planning on doing something down in Memphis at Jake's Place.
Yeah.
I think people have been talking about Black and Gray Week coming back. Bob's down in
Yeah, that's
Memphis.
what we should do there. Barbecue week in Memphis.
oh, I'll come down to
Barbecue and
Memphis for
blues.
some
I'm down.
barbecue.
I'm in.
You get some
When?
brisket?
Tell me when.
I'm in.
All right.
Tell me when.
Without, I'm sad I don't have the website up, but April 11th to the 14th, we're doing an inspiring tour up and it's limited to 5 attendees for 3.5, 4 days at a bed and breakfast in North Conway, the Sam O'Reilly House. The teachers will be Nick Baxter and Sean Barber. They'll do each of their seminars one
Losers.
day. So there's like a portrait seminar with Sean and then a plein air with Nick. And then the 3rd day, they're doing a collaborative tattoo together. So if anybody's looking to get a collaborative tattoo from either of them or is interested in that event, again, it's a little bit pricier just because it's a limited and it's a bed and breakfast in Conway. But yeah, there we go. I guess I just need to email Gabe a tattoo now.
And hosted by a former professional wrestler. I love that dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody. Give yourselves a round of
Thank
applause.
you.
And without you, it also wouldn't be
Everybody.
happening. And we'll see you next. Well, we do officially have dates, so.
Thank you, Gabe.
Yeah, thanks. Awesome.
Jake.
Thanks, everybody.